Hey there, this is Tim with a quick video on how the TrackIR works. I posted a video earlier today showing how basically I wouldn't have known where a ship was without the TrackIR, and there seems to be a lot of people that really don't know how it works. Well, you can see at the top of this video, you can see me wearing some headphones, and on the left side you can see the TrackClip Pro, which basically has some little LEDs that are in it, and they give the sensor on top of my monitor sort of a positional data for where my head is and which way it's turned, etc, etc. So basically you can see as I move my head from side to side, up and down, that's what changes the view. You can set within the TrackIR program how much you have to move your head for the view to move. You basically have like graphs that you can set so that you only really need to move it a tiny amount for it to move a large amount, or you can have it one-to-one basically. But obviously once it gets to probably past about 45 degrees from center, the detector, which is on top of your monitor, would probably start to lose where your head is actually at. So you would have to kind of scale that graph up. If you wanted to have it one-to-one for part of your head movement, you could do that, and then you would have to obviously make it move more for the sort of more extreme head turning. Now, in terms of how it feels, for me, it's 100% natural. I don't think about it when I'm doing it. You can see if you watch my eyes, and really I would recommend watching this video again, and then not listening to me talk the second time. If you watch my eyes versus my head, basically I move the view with my head and my eyes remain focused on whatever I'm focused on, and they obviously both work independently of each other. If something is flying out of the left side of the screen, I will move my head enough to just keep it in view, and then obviously I will move my eyes over to the left a little bit as well to obviously be looking at the object that I'm tracking. And you know, it really doesn't feel unnatural in any way, and there will be certain times during this video where through experience I know that the ship is going out of the top of the visible area too fast for me to track it, and in those situations what you'll see me do is look down at the scanner, and I'll wait until I think it's going to come back into visual range, and then I will look back up again. And I don't think about doing that, it's just something that I automatically do now. Obviously because of the big windows in the top of the Sidewinder, I basically always rotate the ship so that I can look out of the top window. This is all completely natural to me now. And one thing I should probably mention is that I do use the TrackClip Pro, which you can see on my headphones, for a reason, and that's because the standard kind of baseball hat clip, which came with my TrackIR 5, in certain lighting conditions in my office, such as when the sun was coming in, it would actually lose tracking of my head, and this is fairly common with any kind of head or face tracking software or detectors, even webcams that can have problems with sort of direct light or a reflected light. And the hat clip just wasn't doing a good enough job for me. It kept losing where my head was, and then I would have to kind of shake my head so that it could find my head again. And with the TrackClip Pro, I have had zero problems. It has never ever lost where my head is at, so I highly recommend that. Got this guy down to 11%, and really with Elite Dangerous, because that's the software that I'm showing here, it works absolutely perfectly, the same as you would expect it to in any flight sim. Some racing sims work really well with the TrackIR as well, and obviously space sims are, you know, equally as you know, at home with this piece of hardware as flight sims are. The only thing with Elite Dangerous specifically is that the left and right menus, the target menu on the left and the systems menu on the right, you can only access those by turning your head. And I kind of tuned the movement graphs a little bit in the profile that I use for Elite Dangerous, remove the dead zones and things like that, and now when I want to access the menu, that's the most extreme amount that I have to turn my head. You can kind of see there. So I have to turn it all the way to one side and then look the opposite way, which that's really the only times when I feel like I'm looking at kind of an extreme amount, but it still doesn't feel unnatural, it doesn't feel too annoying. You know, apart from combat though, you know, what are the other benefits of it? Well, with Elite Dangerous again, you know, you can see where you're landing when it's not directly in front of you. There's been times when I've been in bigger ships and you know, you can see out of the bottom of the cockpit. The Lacon has a cockpit like that, and you can actually see the landing pad below you by just looking down. And you know, it's just really fluid. And here, you know, I'm keeping the station in the center of the screen just by turning my head and looking there, rather than actually not being able to see what I'm doing. And you know, just little things, it just makes a huge difference, and it feels completely natural. So that's how the TrackIR works. I have a TrackIR 5 with the TrackClip Pro. Check it out. Thanks. Bye.